What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Lockout Podcast. I'm your host, Josh, coach and captain of the Young and the Gold. I'm here with Hawko.
That's right. I'm Hawko, manager of the Dark Brotherhood. And as you can tell, we're on camera.
We are on camera.
But first things first, Ryan.
Yeah, we are on camera. I'm Ryan. I'm the leader of Greater Western Richmond.
Now you can put in face the name of the idiot that just rambles on and on. So
the baker, the scientist,
everything. Under the sun.
Candlestick maker.
Yeah, he holds many titles.
I do. That's why you should be listening to me. No one else.
It's just not winner.
It's definitely not winner.
Wow.
And just like the team that we're here to talk about today with our first
episode 1
preview of the 2025 season. So we're going round by round, team by team, and we're going to take
a little bit different, remember, though, this year.
This year is a bit different. We're not going alphabetical. We're actually starting at the bottom of the 2023 season, 24 season, and building our way up.
Just so realistically, we can give shit to Ryan. Realistically,
yeah.
But
we'll start off with a bang. We thought let's come out with some absolute rockets.
I'm just glad we're starting with Richmond, because it's our year.
It is your year.
Off. That is the worst take I've ever heard in my life.
Let's actually just jump in, and we're going to rip in with a little team preview. Okay, so
review slash preview.
Review slash preview.
But anyway, look, let's straight into it.
Straight into it.
I had a fall from grace obviously 2023, and then I didn't think it could get worse. Obviously, as a Richmond fan, you didn't think it could get worse, but it did.
Yeah.
And they really fell all the way to last place, unfortunately, as we've stated.
But we did get first pick, so you
had two contributors realistically. You had Nank the Tank, and you had Daniel Rioli, who unfortunately is now gone. So
why don't we jump into that? Let's talk about the ins and outs.
Well, let me just give some face to Ryan. Ryan, it's okay. It's only your 7th wooden spoon in 108 years. So you're doing something right. It's okay.
Let's hope there's many more to come.
8 and 109, you reckon, Josh?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Straight into it, though. Big ins, though. As you said, you finished last, but
we've had some great first-round picks.
They did. They rebuilt a whole season, a whole rebuild in one draft.
We'll cover quite a bit. Big ins, though. We had a mock draft, obviously, guys. If you haven't already listened to that, please do. 27 names in the first round, and Richmond got 6.
Yep. Unbelievable.
6 in 27 picks is crazy.
It's insane.
That's really good. You've done really well there. And those 6 include Sam Lawler with pick 1 and Josh Smillie with pick 7. And then
2 absolute rockets.
Oh, bro, they both obviously fit right into the team immediately. And then what? You've got Taj Houghton, Harry Armstrong, Jonty Fall, who will go straight into that forward role perfectly, and Jasper Alga, and those.
And Luke Traynor as well.
And Luke Traynor. And those will be key contributors for years to come. And those are your big ins. However, to obviously cover those big ins means you lost a lot.
Yeah, there were a few walking out the door.
Mate, glad to be, as they a lot of them put it. The big one, though, Liam Baker to the Eagles.
Yeah, Baker to the Eagles is a big loss. He was the utility knife for Hardwick, but also then Uze kind of played him all over the park as well.
And then Mr. Bolton. Bolton all the way to the other side.
Mate, you were well
Australia.
shit of him by the end of
I'm glad he's gone. I'm actually excited he's gone. He can go and play some shit footy over there in the West.
Oh, God. Jack Graham also to the Eagles. We didn't mention that. And Rioli to the Suns, obviously, is when he's your second best player from last year, if not your best player from last year.
That's brutal.
Yeah, there's some losses.
But just think, you lost Dan Rioli, and what you get? Basically Josh Smillie in return.
Yeah.
So not too bad. And Marlon Pickett, reasonable player. Dylan Grimes, obviously a key contributor for years, and the great Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah, that star defense is gone now. Remember it was the back 6 that was just absolutely solid.
Impenetrable.
Yeah.
Impenetrable. Tell you what, it paves the way for 2030 to win.
2030? Yep, you heard it here first, guys. 2030 it is.
So there's 7 back-to-backs or 6 more back-to-back wooden spoons to come.
It's not going to be a wooden spoon next year anyways.
All right, let's get into it. The top player from last year, I think we can all agree on this one, which is a nice way to start our 2025 podcasting, I suppose. Nank the Tank.
It has to be Nank the Tank, averaging 100.6, the 5th best ruck as well.
Which is crazy.
Which is just crazy to think about. But he was Mr. Consistent, played 21 games.
Had 13 over 100 in those 21.
Yep.
And how many times did we say Nank first?
Oh, it had to be.
Nank first.
Every time you reviewed Richmond last season, you would have heard us go on about.
He absolutely did really well.
Yeah.
What do you think he's going to do this year, though?
I think he's consistent. He's kind of just going to consistently do the same thing.
And
Does he go better though?
I don't know. I think it's about the same. I think it ranges. Let's do a little quick thing. Between 95 and 105, I think he stays at.
I think he's probably 100 plus, like at minimum.
So 100 plus
Yeah.
minimum. We only just got there. What did you say?
100.6. But
I think he's probably a good one to have in, maybe as a ruck, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can necessarily pay that. But
What would he be at 900 roughly?
well, he finished at 886. But yeah, I mean, I'm brought up his scores here. We've got scores of 74, 70, 80. Like there's 67. You take those 5 scores out.
You've picked out 4 of his worst scores.
No, but that's
but
what
you
I
have
mean.
to. Yeah,
if you take those 4 bad ones
he's
out,
great.
his average is going to be 105, 110.
Yeah,
Easily,
correct.
115.
So I think, you factor that in. If he can turn some of those 70 scores into 90s.
But do you think of some of the other rucks that had some shocking games last year? Like look at Gawn, he had some really stellar ones and he also had some really terrible games.
True.
So I think,
But
consistency.
when you look at rucks, I wouldn't have Nankervis as a
top pick, yeah.
top
Yeah,
pick.
he's definitely not
There's
the
other
one that takes the
choices.
cake for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for Richmond, he's one of the top picks for sure.
All right. So underperformer from last year.
Can I lead this one?
You want to lead this one?
Yeah. Look, this was a guy that I paid up for in the year prior. And I think
Year prior.
Timmy Taranto, he has to take the cake as
I think you're still a bit
bust.
sore from what he did last year.
Mate,
the year
how
before.
can you go from averaging 125, 130 in the front half
And then
of the
you take
season,
him?
and then I pick him up and I go, I'm in for it here. Captain option every week. Don't worry about it. Listen to Calvin.
75 each week after
And
that?
75 for like 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, but he didn't have much support, did he?
That was the year before, though. This year, though, I
Neither
get
does
it.
the bus driver going to school. But
Oh.
guess what? He still arrives at the destination and does his job, doesn't he?
Oh, he still played, but
Look, at the same time, though, this year, though, let's get back to this year.
Yeah, this year.
The man was hurt. The team didn't look like it wanted to support him at all. He had Nank and Rioli literally leading the way, and that was literally it. But at the same time, down 237,000. Only played 15 games total. Only had
It's
six.
not a lot.
Only had 6 of those over 100. The man had more, as put it to you, more 100 games the year before than he played all of the year just gone.
yeah.
Which
So that's
a
always
startling.
It's going to
stat.
hurt. And then, not forget the people, feel sorry for the people that did. Man started at one of those 18 players over $1 million.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But if you went there, you're an idiot.
Well, that's a bit harsh.
Like if you were one of the few that probably did, you're an idiot.
But a lot of people would have been
are
like,
you-
well, remember his year before where
But
his
you did
first
that,
12
didn't you?
games?
No, I didn't.
No,
I definitely did not start
no
with
one
him in my
did.
team.
I don't even think you did. Yeah, none of us did.
So I think that's a unanimous bust.
No, I've got one for you.
You got one, the Trump's Toronto.
Shy Bolton.
Well, yeah.
I don't know if that is a bust.
Okay, he had so much opportunity to boom with Dusty out for a lot of times last year. He didn't do diddly squat. He had a few games that he did quite well in, but honestly, his form was rubbish. He didn't break out any time at all. It was
Did he go down? Did he go down at all, or what?
You know what? In my books, he went down to the ground. And he's gone all
He
the
actually
way.
did. He dropped. It was 783,000 down to 529,000.
Yeah, so
dropped more.
he was rubbish.
He did put some cash on his head. Around 8, he got up to 811, and then rewarded everyone with an 42.
Well, I take it back. Actually, he's lost more money. His average went down by, I think, about 15, Shy Bolton. So,
Tell you what,
we might be wrong, Josh.
I'm
Maybe it was
actually
Shy
glad
Bolton.
he's gone.
But he's not in the team anymore.
Yeah.
True, we normally don't.
That's a
do
good
that.
thing, though. That's a really good thing. I'll tell you what.
You say that, but
The
if you
Dockers are
look-
going to have a great time with him. Hopefully, he can run to the fucking end of the field.
The Dockers are probably going to.
They usually pull
out.
those kind of players
Yeah.
out, and they do well. But anyway, though, that's the underperformer. Boom player.
Boom.
It's kind of, I usually do this boom one. You guys normally just do breakout or boom, but I'll go.
Give us the boom. Who's top of your list for the boom?
Now, you go back 20 years on the Sunday Footy Show, and the way it used to be back then, it was whenever a bad game had been played by the team, they'd be like, look, listen, fans, and look away now.
Yeah.
Richmond fans, listen and look away from me now, because there was no one that boomed last year for the Richmond Tigers. If I had to choose one player, and this man didn't even play 12 games, which is usually our benchmark, I would have had McKelty Lefebvre.
Come on.
Who?
Yeah. Hey, you picked him up. Don't be like that. He went up 188,000, but I don't even think he'll find a spot back in the team, especially with the Jonty Fall coming in. And that's all.
Do you reckon they drop him?
About it. Well, he flops around like a fish, wouldn't you?
The guy has no idea what he's doing.
That's what I mean. Wouldn't you want to
bless
round? Wouldn't you
bless his heart. Like he gave it his all.
He did, but I don't think he's destined for AFL.
Yeah, maybe not.
Playing.
Maybe
I won't even say
VFL?
stardom. I'll say playing. But
I'll give you another name though.
You another one?
I mean, you went with Lafau,
Who didn't even qualify technically.
who didn't even qualify technically. Someone who did qualify and outperformed what
defender, I'm
he's
assuming,
ever
has to
done.
be.
Yeah, well, the ball lived in the defense, so there's only one position it could be. But I think Vlosten.
Yeah.
I think he had his best year yet.
He did get talked a lot about. A lot of commentators were really on Vlosten. Like he really performed better than a lot of people thought he was.
I think he was integral.
Was he up at all? I know he had a good year, good cash wise and average.
Flat. 81.2,
That's what I mean. It's not a boom
81.5.
at all.
So I guess it's not really a boom, is it?
Yeah.
It's not really.
Well, I guess we're going with McKelty Folau or whatever his fucking name is.
Folau.
What's his name?
Lafayette.
Israel Folau.
Lafayette.
There we go. At least show you a little bit of respect.
Jesus. All right, let's get over the boom players because Ryan's feelings are getting hurt now at this point.
Doesn't have two brain cells to rub together, but
Jeez. Breakout for this year.
yeah, look, it's hard because I think if you look at the team that they have,
Has
they
to be a
could
rookie,
go,
right? Or do you reckon it's going to be somebody
It
else?
has to be the rookies. They need to break out this year. If Richmond want to get off the
A
bottom,
rookie doesn't have to
they
break
need
I mean,
to.
look, they're probably the most likely to make
I'll tell
the
you
cash.
what, Lawler has got that much hype around him to do well.
Well, he's the first overall pick. Of course, he's going to have hype,
In
especially with the
such
last one
a-
being
Yeah,
Harley
but
such
look
an
at Cam
incredible-
Rayner. He was the first overall pick. Has he been a breakout player?
And then you look at it like this: Harley Reid, breakout player. Oh, well, sorry, not in fantasy stats, breakout player, but not in fantasy.
I mean, he was a human highlight rule, but
Yeah, exactly.
highlighter.
Role.
Human highlighter. Oh my god!
Yeah. No, he was highlighting some.
All right, so choose one breakout player, Ryan. What have you? It's a rookie, obviously. You're going with who are you going?
Josh
for?
Smiley.
Josh Smiley. I will back you on that one. We're both very big. We're high on Josh Smiley. I think he's better than Lawler, who went pick 1. Josh Smiley went to pick 7, but I believe that Smiley is more AFL ready.
Yeah, I just can't pronounce the other guy's last name. So
Lawler?
that's why, yeah.
You can't pronounce anyone's name. For me, look, I'm going to go against the grain a little bit here because I
rookie?
think
Lift out.
no rookie. No, I'm not going Lafau or Israel Folau, whatever his name is, Lafau. I think I'm going to go with Gibkiss.
Gibkiss.
That's a breakout, really.
Not Ralph Smith?
Well, I think Gibkiss is heading
Ralph
into...
Smith's a good shout. Where'd you
Ralph
pull
Smith
that
was
from?
my other one.
Okay.
I think Gibkiss, he's coming into his 3rd season. He's been absolutely smashed by injury, but he has all the potential to be able to score well and really take like a leading role down back.
He's on the shorter side, isn't he?
I don't think so. I think he's like mid-size.
Okay.
Like me.
Ryan, all bases
No, but he's
are on
taller.
height. Remember
Yeah,
our
he's a
draft?
bloody fucking height as this
Relatively
guy.
tall.
Yeah, relatively tall. So I think Gibkiss could absolutely be a shout, but the other one would probably be Hugo Ralph Smith. With the departure of Daniel Rioli, that halfback, even Liam Baker as well, there's nobody to go to that halfback. So I'm interested to see what they do there and whether they rotate Lawler or Smilly, however you say his name, into that halfback role.
Yeah,
or
I mean,
play a
put one of them-
Dacos Sheasel-esque.
Dacos Sheasel-esque
So-
role. Yeah, that would be interesting.
But their midfield needs a bit of speed because it's all one speed, and you've got Dion who's just going to
slow?
injure himself. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they can't get out of first gear. So
All right. So that was breakout. We've all got what? Me and Ryan went Smilly. Josh, you've gone. Who would you pick?
I think
Gibkiss or Ralph Smith?
let's go with Gibkiss.
Gibkiss. All right, done. There it is. And then ultimate pick. I mean, it depends. Ultimate pick, guys. If you've never learned, haven't been with this before, I should say. Ultimate pick is more like money doesn't matter. Basically, you can go any price, so you can really go high for somebody like Nank, or you can go low and think their cash gen is going to be worth it in the end for an ultimate pick. Josh, you want to go first?
I'm going to go Nank the Tank.
Nank the Tank is an ultimate pick.
I'm going to go Smilly. The reason why is because cash gen.
And I will back you on that one. And I will have my one. If you, again, what it is, one person, pick any from one person from one team. He's gone Nank the Tank for money and for the points. and
For
Ryan are
points,
going to
yeah.
go for Cash Gen with Josh Smiley.
Yeah.
That's the pick. All right.
And then let's wrap it up with where we think Richmond are going to finish.
Here we go.
Okay, so
Alright.
we did this last season. We were very fast and loose. There wasn't a lot of specificity
6
with
to
it.
12,
Yeah,
14
6
to 18.
So we're going to actually lock it down to where we think we're going to finish. They're going to finish ladder position. I'm going to lead the way, and I definitely.
I'll lead the way
Oh, whoa.
because Ryan will disagree with you.
Okay.
I can say the same number, but Ryan won't disagree with me. When you say it, he'll disagree with you.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that they're last. As good as they picked up in their draft, I still think they won't be able to get off that bottom of the ladder unless some big injuries concern hit West Coast or Adelaide. But I'm going to say last for Richmond again, back-to-back years, wooden spoons.
I agree. I think they're going to come last. I don't see them improving all that much. I hope I'm wrong. Actually, don't hope I'm wrong, but I definitely think they're locking in. I think they're like $1.61 favourite for the wooden spoon, and I'd be putting money on that.
Well, why
What
don't
about
you?
yourself?
Let's put your money where your mouth is.
Oh,
Why don't
here
we
we
put
go.
a bet on this one then, eh?
What's the bet that we're placing, Ryan? What are you thinking here?
I'm saying they're going to be in the top 16.
You think they're going to be top 16?
So if they finish last or second last, Josh wins.
Correct.
If they finish 16 and 1 to 16, you win.
Correct.
I mean,
What's the stakes?
well, I think stakes.
I like it.
it's a
I like
stake,
it.
a
I like it.
stake.
Stakes, I think, might be where it's at.
All
We
right.
only pay in stakes here, so
So what are we doing?
you're going to buy me a steak at the end of this season.
I'm not going to buy a stake at the end of the season, but we'll put a stake on it. Why not? So I've got them finishing bottom 2.
All right, it's on camera, guys, and I'm looking over it as well. Also, I don't know if these boys realize they didn't specify what stake, so price doesn't matter, boys. So
No,
get ready,
price
whoever
does
wins.
matter.
No,
It's
you
like
didn't.
it's a pub special steak. It's
Wait,
I'm not
no.
going to Wagyu 6
Yeah,
star.
no,
Nah.
yeah. $100
Absolutely
then,
not.
$100.
Fuck no.
You bet it. You should have
I better
specified.
put $100
I want a
on less than
three-course
4
steak
wins.
dinner.
Then.
Fine, 60.
Or how about this?
No, how about a
How
pub-
about this? This is
pub-
better. How about this is better? What about it is you cook me steak dinner?
Oh. No.
So $60 then, or you cook him steak.
Yeah.
No, let's go
You,
40
you,
bucks.
you can
50 then, 50.
you can get the steak, but you've got to cook it for both of us.
what?
No, all right.
No, I'm not making you dinner.
This is
That's
gonna go
more
too long, so
humiliating
it's-
than
yeah.
losing.
$50.
But that's the-
it's $50
No,
winner.
but if you
so
lose,
you can still.
I get to cook you dinner.
Stop. So come on, enough.
No, but I don't want you to cook me dinner.
Josh,
That's pretty humiliating for
You
me.
cooking me dinner. Yeah, me having to have dinner with you is humiliating.
All
It'll be a pub steak. So there we go.
$50 pub steak.
$50 pub steak.
Done. All right,
Where
that's
do you
gonna
get a
be
$50 pub steak from? I've
What's
never-
the meal? It's like
Yeah,
a.
it's a whole meal and
Yeah.
a couple of drinks, something
Well,
like that.
come on. I'm not paying for a drink.
Extra, some.
You're
squid-
not even
some
involved in the bet.
Squid toppers.
Let us know. Should it be a pub steak or a pub meal or what
cooked
do you
dinner.
think? Yeah, or a cooked dinner.
If
but
it's a cooked dinner, you're all invited.
if it's cooked dinner, I'm gonna literally make the steak blue and I'm gonna make you eat the whole thing.
No, that's the
no.
that's a
You get to
requirement.
cook it the way I like
No,
it. Yeah.
that wasn't what you said. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening if you're listening. And that's a Richmond preview, review. Think about what's to
2024, 2025.
2025.
First episode of this year, though. Thanks for all listening, and we'll catch you pretty quickly when we
Yeah,
do
we're gonna
the
see you
next
in the next
episode.
one. Yeah,
Which
which
North
is
Melbourne,
North.
17th.
Yeah.
We'll see you then.
See you then. Thank you.